What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting game number 2. There was actually game number 2. I had no idea. I thought it was just a best of 1 for some reason, but I guess it's a best of 3? I don't know, but it's going to be joinDOTA League, Team Liquid versus Team Wild Witch Doctors. Team Liquid managed to put it lightly, steamroll WWD in game number 1 with an unsuccessful timber saw, to say the least. That was pretty much a dead hero from WWD. Didn't do anything. I probably would have... I think it might have been the hero with the least overall damage done in game, and that's saying something, because Timbersaw should be near the top having all that true damage. So, yeah. Team Liquid going to open up with their Luna once again. Hell, you might as well just do it. I mean, it's Luna, and it worked last time. TC's Luna is definitely a force to be reckoned with. WWD, though, going to look to change gears. Nature's Prophet as well as Shadow Demon. So they're going to be doing something a little bit different from last time. Keeping, I believe these are exactly the same bans on all fronts. Yes, if my short-term memory serves me correctly, these are all the same exact bans. So nothing too different there. But Nature's Prophet being stolen away from Team Liquid so that Koikva can't have that hero, which was a fairly devastating force in the last game. And then they're going to go for a Shadow Demon, which, as far as support heroes go, there are, I would say, other support heroes that you would want higher than Shadow Demon, such as Visage. But Shadow Demon is usually a hero that you could pick up as a secondary support, like you pick up your primary support first, in quotation marks, primary support, and then you pick up Shadow Demon as a setup. Shadow Demon as a first support pick is usually not seen because Shadow Demon is, first of all, heavily reliant on his teammates. He can't really do that much by himself, whereas a hero like Chen or Nyx or Naga or whatever, if they find you alone, they could put some hurt on you. Like CM, of course, Venomancer, all the same type. Shadow Demon, not so much. He's reliant on his teammates. He doesn't actually do that much damage. He's all about that setup, so you need to plan for that. He's a pseudo-defensive hero as well, which is something I guess you don't see too often among supports these days, although, as I say that, Liquid already with a Chen in their draft. But yeah, Shadow Demon, usually you could see him, usually you can pick him up a little bit later. We'll see what happens with this, though. Usually when you see Shadow Demon, it is with a combo AoE, LSA type, LSA caster type, like Lina, like Leshrac, heroes that need that setup. But yeah, we'll see. It could be an Ace apparition again. Fairly certain cold feet into disruption works like almost perfectly. It doesn't do the damage, but you get the stun, which I guess is usually you want the damage and the stun, which is why you pick up people who don't put people in the bubble. But it works anyway. Visage is going to be the ban out, and well, we'll see what Liquid wants to ban out next. But Luna and Chen, Liquid, I think they're probably going to look to do pretty much the exact same thing as last game. I mean, with a Luna, you would assume that the strategy would be similar, but this time they have a Chen. They'd be able to put a lot more pressure onto the towers a lot earlier, and or get a mech a lot faster. Because last game, who got the mech? There was... oh man, I don't even remember. Short-term memory. Horrible. Did Rubik get a mech? I don't even know if they had a mech. They might have not even had a mech. Well, they'll get a mech this time at least. Chen is usually pretty good at doing that. Like, Fluff could choose to just farm, and then pop out of the jungle with Boots mech. And that is usually devastating enough to take some towers down, because by that time he should have 2 creeps, if not 3. And then Team WWD, their tower's going to go down. Shadow Demon won't really lend in assisting against that. And Liquid going to target Storm Spirit, going to target that Lifestealer. So a little bit of mid lane control, a little bit of carry, and wow, WWD respecting that Bat Rider from Bull the last game. That was, all things considered, that was like, it felt like a pre-nerf Bat Rider just because he was played so effectively. Although, obviously, it wasn't a pre-nerf Bat Rider, because we are not in the game from a year ago. But yeah, that was a pretty effective Bat Rider, and WWD definitely acknowledging that fact. However, Liquid aren't going to be bothered by this. Like, they could definitely find tools of initiation elsewhere. They could grab a Clockwork if they really want to get long-range initiation. Storm Spirit, unfortunately, they themselves have banned out. And, well, they're going to be facing up against a Puck mid lane. So WWD, they show their mid lane hand. And Liquid, there's not too many heroes that hard counter Puck. I would say TA is probably... yeah, TA would be damn good against what WWD have right now. And I think that might just be the pickup to hard counter that Puck. I mean, you could always shuffle the puck around, put him in the lane by himself, and then have a different hero in the mid lane, and then Liquid are going to be in a little bit of an awkward situation, because TA, in a favorable matchup, crushes that matchup, in an unfavorable matchup, loses horribly. Like, there's like no real middle ground with TA. She either like crushes it, or gets crushed. At least that's how I see it.
Reserve time.
So Liquid, it's going to be a Timbersaw for them. They're going to say, hey, WWD, you can't do it, but we can. And we'll show you how. Timbersaw probably going to go up to that top lane against Shadow Demon. Well, that Shadow Demon's really the only one so far. So Team WWD still need another carry, still need another support. And those should be heroes that could go toe-to-toe with Timbersaw. Because Liquid with the Chen pick are pretty clearly choreographing the fact that their Luna is going to be going down towards the bot lane. You get Luna, Chen, and generic support hero X on the bottom lane. Timbersaw up top. Still need that hero to deal with the puck. I think Liquid are just going to wait to the last pick to deal with that. Although that will give time for WWD to ban out the TA if they do choose to do so. Timbersaw going to get that burst damage onto the field. Shadow Demon, Nature's Prophet, all heroes that are very vulnerable to that puck. Pretty vulnerable to that as well. You could just lay down a Chakram right when the puck phase shifts, and then puck can't blink, I don't think. Depending on how the damage goes. But yeah, Timbersaw, pretty effective hero if he gets the levels. So WWD, they have to make sure to pick up a lane that could punish this Timbersaw pick. In last game, it was the choice of Rubik Disruptor and Luna. They have the Shadow Demon for setup, and they have a Keeper of the Light. Huh. Well, I guess if you're expecting to get pushed by some Chen creeps, it kind of makes sense. I feel like I'm watching a game from a year ago with Timbersaw. Like, if you look at the bans, that's pretty much what it feels like, maybe without Visage as well. It feels like it. It sure does feel like it, guys. Yeah, Keeper of the Light, Shadow Demon, it's not the worst, I think. But I think there are definitely more solid combinations, because again, they're going to be short on stuns. I guess Mana Leak's pretty good on against Timbersaw, but usually you don't pick that up until way, way later. The mid lane pick from Team Liquid is going to be that DK. So punishing the fact that Puck doesn't have the most burst damage in the game, DK is just going to look to outlast in that particular lane, and I think in that regard, it's a safer pick at least versus a TA. It's definitely a safer pick. Not as much risk involved with the DK. So once he gets to level 6, he's just a beast by himself. Breathe Fire will also usually be a fairly effective tool no matter what. So Liquid gonna get Shadow Shaman banned out from them. It would have added a lot to their pushing. And with that Dragon Knight pick with Chen, I think that was actually a pretty effective ban from WWD. However, you could always go for something like Leshrac or something if they really, really want to go pushing. I think they don't have to, though. I mean, they have heroes that are good at mid-game fighting. You might as well just keep up with that kind of theme. You don't need to take their towers through spells and through your team comp. You just have to kill their heroes and then take their towers later. And I think that might be what Team Liquid are looking to do right now. Of course, they could always go deep with like a Pugna or something, but I think that's probably a terrible idea. So WWD, what's going to be their last pickup? We have, well, they just need a carry hero. Phantom Lancer, Keeper of the Light, banned out by Team Liquid.
5 seconds remaining.
As far as carry heroes that use a lot of mana, there's not that many. A Sven wouldn't be terrible, I guess. I mean, Stormhammer costs a lot of mana. Sven doesn't actually need a lot of mana regen. Or an Anti-Mage. Screw it. Go for an Anti-Mage. This Keeper of the Light is... I'm starting to question this Keeper of the Light pickup. I feel like a Lina for a stun would have just been infinitely better. Because really, he's holding off pushes, I guess, but Lina could do it, and she also offers stuff in lane. I feel like this Keeper of the Light is a fairly weak pickup, and Liquid with their last support is going to be a Lion. You see an Anti-Mage on the other end, you see a Puck on the other end, you need that point-click disable. Shadow Shaman banned out. Might as well go for the next best thing. And hell, it even, depending on how your viewpoint is, might be better than the Shadow Shaman. Who knows? So Lion is going to be the last one, and I think Liquid is going to look towards just mid-game fighting. WWD, once again, they're going to gear up a little more for the late game. Nature's Prophet for the split push, Anti-Mage for the turbo late game, and then rely on the Keeper of the Light as well as Puck to hold off these pushes. It's a little bit more risky from WWD. The ball's definitely going to be, though, in Liquid's court. They have to be the ones making things happen and then making WWD reactive whenever something does happen. If they play their cards right, they get the towers, they get the goal advantage, they win before the anti-mage becomes a problem. They mess up, then anti-mage becomes a problem, and then Liquid are... Well, they'll still have a Luna, which isn't the worst versus anti-mage, but it will definitely not be the best. So we are in the game right now. Liquid is going to be going up against Team WWD. Let's get this Bastion announcer going, guys. We definitely want that. That's something we definitely want to have happen right now. Alright, we have, on the Liquid side, TC, once again, playing his Luna. Way2 is going to be on the Lion, supporting, along with Fluff and Stuff, Signature, Chen. Wow, deep aggressive warding from the IX Mike, Nature's Prophet. Making sure to block off the hard cam for Chen, or both hard cams from Chen. That's going to be a little bit annoying. Bulba's going to be on the mid lane as the DK. Once again, we'll go towards a fast bottle. And Quackfa. We're going to be seeing if he can play a better... we're going to be seeing if he could play a better Timbersaw than IX Mike did. IX Mike, by the way, was having some trouble in top lane last game as his Timbersaw. So on Team WWD, IX Mike going to be offlaning once again as Nature's Prophet. SNA is going to be on the mid lane Puck. Ush is going to be once again hard carrying as the anti-mage, supported by 7 as well as W. What the hell is going on with this keeper? He looks just so weird right now with that hood on. I don't know why, but he does. Okay. So wards blocking off everything from Fluff. They have one set of sentry wards, so we'll see how effective Fluff can be with that. If you stand on the high ground, place the sentry over here, you'll be able to tag this sentry ward down. This one is a little more tricky. You'd have to put a sentry ward like over here or something, but even then, like, you don't really know that the sentry ward is here, so it'll be a little bit tricky for Fluff. At least to cancel off that camp, but once Fluff realizes that there's no camp spawning here, he'll be able to at least deal with this one pretty easily. Just put it up here and you should be fine. On the mid lane, Bulba going to be going toe-to-toe with SNA. Puck taking phase shift at level 1, so Bulba's going to be able to get some free harassment there, and Fluff. Yeah, we'll see. Let's just see his reaction real quick. Just make sure that I just want to be right. There you go. So yeah, just a little bit of knowledge for you guys there. This camp, if it's blocked, there's really only one place you can put this ward. This camp, if it's blocked, it could be, you know, freaking anywhere. This that spawn box is freaking huge, so that's gonna be a little more difficult for Fluff, and he's going to whiff on this ward placement. Sucks to be you, Fluff. He will be able to get nothing. He gets nothing. Oh, that is just absolutely terrible. No, wait, he gets Centaurs. That's fine. Alright, so Chen's going to get going right away, and, well, Bulb 4-for-1 versus SNA is 5-for-1. It is once again going to be 3v1 lanes. Quackfa, though, this time being able to punish Ush. Look at the damage that Quackfa's doing against Ush. It is, already, just right off the bat, he's doing just a lot better. Keep the lights off doing his pulling things, but really... Oh, that was... No one saw that, but... There's not much that the WWD side can do to punish this Timbersaw. Not nearly enough. Like when you compare it to Liquid's lane last time with the Rubik, as well as the Disruptor. Right now, Quackfa could just go toe to toe with W, who actually has a freaking Orb of Venom. I have never seen a ranged hero pick this up, ever. But hey, it's something, I guess. I would personally not spend money on it, but sometimes you just gotta get some poison going. Yeah, Bulba already is going to be bottle crowing, and let's take a quick look at the off lanes. Level 2 on the Nature's Prophet, level 2 on the Timbersaw. So they're going to be staying relatively evenly for the most part of the game. Though at a certain point, Fluff will just be able to jump out of the lane and possibly get a kill onto IX Mike. Keeper of the Light doesn't really have that luxury. He might be able to hit an Illuminate, but I don't even think that'll be enough. Because Anti-Mage doesn't do that much damage, at least compared to a Luna. Definitely no Lucent Beam equivalent on the Anti-Mage's side, so... Quackfa is going to get a much easier lane than IX Mike last time, though still will have to deal with this annoying range harassment thing, especially since Shadow Demon has a freaking has an Orb of Venom, so that's interesting enough. We're seeing once again relatively passive start. It seems like both teams are okay with that, though I think Chen just wants to get his levels up. Getting slowed down just a little bit was quite annoying for him, though he's going to double stack some camps. Yeah, look for a Wild Wing, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Well, Sentry timed out 3 minutes in, that camp is gonna spawn, but still no Wild Wings. So no tornado farming from Fluff, though he still will be able to get his farm regardless. Meantime, 7 is going to get a little bit of neutrals going himself. He'll be able to nuke them down himself if he wants to, which really just wants to push this lane back. Timbersaw getting a couple creeps here and there is level 3. The Nature Prophet a little bit ahead of the Timbersaw as far as the experience per minute goes right now, but W taking a huge chunk of damage from Koikva. Gotta worry about that mana break, though, as Timbersaw, a hero that is very, very mana starved. And you can't really afford to be losing chunks of mana, even if they are just small chunks. Yeah, 7 gonna get forced back by Koikva. Gonna try to get a little bit of experience there. Really, what could Koikva do in this situation? I mean, what could Team WWD do? Because they really can't do much. They'll be able to hit him with Illuminate, which is something, I guess, but still, they're not going to get this kill. Koikva is just too tanky at the moment, and there's not enough damage in this particular lane. And W might actually have to be careful from this one. Level 2 Timber Chain hurts like a bitch. Pardon my French. But it definitely does hurt. Ix Mike going to jack the Illusion Rune from Bulba in the meantime. I just really want to watch this, how different this lane is, because W is getting his ass handed to him as far as damage is concerned. They'll hit another Illuminate. Koikva might die here. Timber Chain, and he's going to live at... No, he's not going to live. What hit him? Was that a stray right click? Well, it looks like it was just enough. That damage amplification was enough to do him in. Unfortunately, Ush, I don't think it's anything because he was too far away, the enemy. No assist or anything like that, but Timbersaw does die regardless. Level 3 on him versus the now jungling Ix Mike, who's going to go for a fast hand and Midas, but W, once again, is in a little bit of trouble. Another Timber Chain is going to be up shortly, and W does not really have a great angle to get Timber Chain just yet. Koikva will catch him regardless, though. That's a kill for him. Now has some Whirling Death, so extra damage there. Koikva going to run straight into Ix Mike and then just keep on running. You can't do that shit against Timbersaw. That just won't work. He's going to run to yet another hero in the puck. How many heroes does it take to catch a Timbersaw? Timber Chain up to the high ground? Timber Chain down to the high ground? I guess either way it's dead. Can't do that anymore as Timbersaw. He'll get stunned in transit, and that's going to be it. Team WWD picking up literally everyone. Try to get that kill on the Timbersaw, and they get it. Meantime, Shadow Demon tries to hold a tower by himself. Illuminate going to fly through, do a lot of damage. Got to save that Centaur. No, Centaur's not going to live. By the way, Keeper of the Light is here. Level 1 Illuminate will thin out the creep wave, and he will pull the creep aggro successfully. But this tower is still taking a good amount of damage. In the meantime, nothing else is happening in the map. Yeah, not that much pushing, with only one Centaur on the Chen right now. He does have a double stack. He'll be able to jack the Wild Wing and clear that out relatively shortly. He's going to go for the early push. Not panning out as far as the gold is concerned, but Bulba. That sucks. Probably should have just attacked it, I think. So he gets nothing for it. 34 for 4 though, and SNA 25 for 10, so Bulba is definitely ahead in this lane. Although Nature Prophet doing his best to slow him down. And now Ush versus Koikva. Is this a matchup you want to be fighting, Ush? I don't know if it is. A Timber Chain and a Whirling Death, and Anti-Mage has got to blink out. Of course, the mana is always going to go the way towards Ush, so I guess Ush is okay with doing this, especially since he has a Salve and a Ring of Health. Yeah, Koikva, there's no winning in that, in the long run at least. But 2-2 right now. Liquid still getting free farm on TC, 46 for 18, a lot more farm than the Anti-Mage, who's 40 for 19. No, it's actually the kill that's making the difference there. Got a kill on that Shadow Demon from before. Bulba gonna get Dream Coiled up. Jaunt forward from SNA. The Illuminate will not connect on Bulba, but here comes Nature Prophet. Bulba does not have any tangles or anything like that. Here comes Way 2 for the Impale onto Ix Mike. Another Dragon Tail to follow up, plus a 2-man Breathe Fire. There's Chen for the final nuke down. Way 2. Gonna drop very, very low, but hey, low is okay if you're, as long as you're not dead. Nature Prophet goes down. Bulba turns around with just enough mana to lay down a 2-man Breathe Fire and stun. And SNA, wow. That was a little bit close. I don't think I've seen him actually dodge any Breathe Fires thus far. SNA. Which kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. Liquid Bulba now going to look towards the mid tier 1 tower. Be able to chip that one down. TC in the meantime doing the same exact thing to the bottom lane. Not as successful just because Luna versus DK pushing is a little bit skewed towards DK in Dragon form. But either way, Team WWD, their towers are slowly getting chipped down. And Liquid Fluff, he's... the hell? Okay, He was clearing off both camps with one tornado. Oh, we might see a scuffle over this rune. Oh, Ix Mike, you might have gotten the rune this time, but it was a trap. It was a trap. Unfortunately, Koikva is trapped in the trees, but yeah. You could only do that trick so many times, Ix Mike. At a certain point, it just won't work. So the kill off the Nature's Prophet, that is going to be his second death of the game. SNA going to get hit with the Dragon Tail. And Hex, no Hex. A little bit too slow getting on there, but they'll force SNA out regardless. Dragon Form is out, however, so they'll be able to hold the Tier 1 tower, WWD. But still, bottom lane. I mean, the Keeper Light's getting a good amount of experience from this. Level 5 on him right now. And as long as TC keeps pushing, the experience will keep on flowing. And Fluff just looking to stack up more and more of these camps. He is currently almost at level 5. He has his arcane boots available to him if he does decide to purchase them right now. And then once he gets level 5, arcane boots, going to be gunning straight for the mechanism. Gotta get those pushes going. In mid lane, bottom lane's dropping pretty steadily, but I'd appreciate if it dropped a little bit faster, I think.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Slowly but surely, this tower is going to drop. And in the meantime, the mid lane tower, probably the same thing. Dragon Form is up on Bulba. Though popping it just for the tower by yourself, probably not the best. There we go, clearing that off. Level 5 on Chen, second creep has been acquired. Now we can start looking for some pushes. Really just add that meat to the front line so that they can take down this bottom tier 1 tower. And Bulba just doing this thing. Poison Dragon, so annoying. Nothing you can do about that. It will not even push the tower into deny range. That is just the worst. Koikva has left the top lane, though he is level 6 now. So he does have quite a bit of burst damage with that Chakram, level 3 in the Timber Chain as well. He'll be able to put a lot of hurt onto anyone he manages to catch out with that pure damage of his. And it looks like, together with Way 2, their target is going to be Ush. Let's see the magic. That is pure damage. Let's see the magic. That is Finger of Death, actually. You can just do that. Hex, Timber Chain, Chakram, Timber Chain, and Finger of Death. Pop goes the Weasel. SNA going to get a 2-man coil. Looks like no, will not get anyone in the coil, actually. Way 2 is going to die regardless, though. Koikva, though, looking to turn this one around. Will turn this around. Going to get the puck kill as well. Now going to chase down W. Has level 4 Timber Chain. Not going to go for it. Probably a good idea, too. Oh, no, he will go for it. W's going back in. Why you go back in, W? Another Chain and a Chakram. No, he doesn't have any mana. But he has enough armor to tank this one. And, well, here comes the cavalry. Koikva is going to get sprouted in the tower. No, he's not. No mana. Ix Mike needs mana. It's a little bit too late. Here comes Ush. Mana Void. Pop goes the Timber Saw. Ultimately, it's a 2 for 2. So I guess you could say it's even. Ush gets a kill. But in the meantime, bottom lane and mid lane, seeing as though all the heroes in the game are up on the top lane, they do get bowled down. And Fluff, still not yet at that level 7 mark, though, does still have a Wild Wing, and he added a little bit more armor to the lane. Bulba is here as well. Gotta get that dragon pushing going, and WWD, where is their keeper? SNA gonna throw an orb, not gonna be quite enough. Hand of God keeping all the Chen creeps alive. SNA, Dragon Tail from long range, and Breathe Fire, there you go. Stomp as a victory. Celebration, and the Tier 2 tower is gonna go down. Illuminate gonna fly through, hit TC pretty damn hard. But he has lifesteal, so not that hard. Bottom lane completely cleared out. In the meantime, it's like top lane, there was a little bit of a scuffle, but everyone's going to go straight up to the top lane. DK still in that dragon form. Not yet at that level 10 mark, though. Difference between level 10 and 11 on not yet at that level 11 mark. Difference between DK level 10 and 11 is marginal. You don't really notice the splash that much, though. Sometimes it does work. He has 2,400 gold, and looks like he's going to go straight for the BKB. These extra towers really helping out this DK accelerate his farm. And Chen almost at the mechanism as well, so the exact same thing for him. He's going to clear off yet another stack of creeps with that Wild Wing. That should bring him up to level 7. That might even bring him up to the mech. It won't. It will bring him close. Oh, it will give it to him. It will bring him up to there if they can take this tower, and they will be able to take this down tower, even though stand-in might get a deny. No, it won't be a deny. It's instead going to be Timber Saw. OMG, noob. Bad camera control. Timbersaw finding a solo kill on H Prophet, and will find W as well. He will miss the chain completely. Okay, now here comes the cavalry. Illuminate with a level 3 Soul Catcher. That Timbersaw did not stand a chance. Hell, even if he did get the Timber Chain off, he wouldn't have actually gone anywhere. He would have been disrupted mid-flight, so there's that. But he got a kill out of it, so I guess it's I guess it's fine. Mech up, Arcane Boots 13 minutes in on the Chen. Now has the power to enchant a third creep, and it looks like it's going to be this Hellbear. And now they could look for the rest of the tier 2s, though really the Chen creeps at this point. Usually you want Chen creeps to push down towers. Most of the towers are already gone, so Chen creeps, they'll be good in the fights, but that's about it. Not too much strength in pushing anymore. Dragon Knight has a Shadow Blade completed, though. Casual Ogre Club, I guess he had a spurt of gold that he didn't expect. Now he's going to get some initiation for the team, which was pretty desperately needed, actually. Outside of a Stray Hex on a single target, their Liquid's initiation is pretty much nil. Now if you get a Dragon Tail out of a Shadow Blade, get it onto someone like Ush. Looks like Ush, though, is going to smell something coming. He has his Battle Fury completed, now going to go for Power Treads. W is going to be stalked by this DK. And let's see what's going to happen. He's going to get tailed. He's going to get the Curse of the Koikva, but yeah, W just got blown up there. Standing 7. He gets spotted out by Fluff, who's going to bring all of his Chen creeps to bear. And now I think they want to go for a bottom lane push. I want to say that's where they... not a mid lane push. Definitely not bottom. Yo, we got these tier 2s. Let's just go for high ground. SNA is going to get Dragon Tailed out of that Shadow Blade. No extra damage there, but it looks like it won't even matter. SNA might actually live 40 HP. Poison? No, it's going to be Luna coming up from the top side. Has an Eclipse. Burn the Eclipse. Push that button. BKB being delivered at the perfect time. 7, IX, Mike, and Ush will be saved by these Treants, who looks like tanked up 3, maybe 4 beams of that level 2 Eclipse. That was some pretty lucky, good timing on the Treant summon. Also pretty lucky timing on TC getting the BKB when he did. But ultimately, no one actually dies. That's why you gotta be fighting. Oh no, W. Oh, this is, you just hate to see this kind of. They're like, wait, is there a guy here? There's a guy here. And Bulba's like, yo, there's a guy here. Let's kill him. Hit him. Got him with the sword. Yeah, he got the Observer Ward down, which is something, I guess. But I think Liquid should know that there's a ward there. That was pretty clear. Like, why else would there be a Shadow Demon coming out of this little nook? It makes no sense. Bulba has a Haste Rune, he wants blood. He's going to go straight for IX Mike's. Tier 2 towers be damned. It's a death fight cage match, and IX Mike is going to get chopped down. Bulba is now going to get on out of there. Let's play a sound clip. No, I tapped the wrong thing. That's why I hate this fucking soundboard. It was going to be perfect. I was going to play Zoidberg 7, now going to get Dragon Tailed. Bulba just doesn't care. He has his team behind him. He's going to send back to the base. He will not make it back home alive. Stomp for the Centaur a little bit too late. I hate this stupid soundboard. It doesn't work. Ush going to blink forward. Getting Dream Coil only down to 1. Koikva will gladly stand and fight, however. Chakram going to fly through. Koikva will wait out that coil, and he will be fine, though. However, Mana Void. There it goes. Timbersaw is going to drop the heal from Chen a little bit too late. Had Mech just cooling down. Doesn't have even enough mana for it. But here comes IX Mike. Going to catch Fluff and go Chen creeps. Sick him. Oh, Fluff is just so dead right now. And all the Chen creeps are probably also going to be dying now as well. Needs another orb. 18 health. The Hellbear escapes. Stupid soundboard. All I want to do is add some class to these casts. At least if you're on the Twitch channel. It's not professional, I know. But I'm not ticketed right now. I'm just doing this for practice. Whatever. Bulba is probably a little bit too aggressive. I would say, you know, fighting back here and then going back in at half HP just to fight some more. It's not the best plan in the world, but he got at least 1 kill out of it, and it could have gotten a lot worse, I'd say. Haste Rune keeping him safe. We now see, though, Koikva as well as Way 2. Once again, they're not going to leave this enemy jungle alone. There's a sentry ward here though, that will not detect smoke, keep in mind. And we have Bulba. Dun-dun. Whoa, no, we'll get caught. He needs to get out of there. Bulba will get hit by the orb, and that's about it. Curse as well. But here comes, it was all a trap to lure them into false security because Way 2 has a freaking blink dagger. SNA, though, will get put into a bubble. W will take the impale from very long range. And it looks like everyone is just going to back off. Because you don't always have to be fighting. Sometimes you just gotta kill towers instead. Chakram's gonna fly. TC on the front lines with the BKB, Helm of the Dominator, and Bulba. Oh, we know what's gonna happen here. Dragon Tail, SNA gonna drop so very low, and by so very low, I mean 100 to 0 in the span of like less than a second. Easy kills, easy life, and they're gonna go for a tier 2 tower next. They can even slide up or just keep going mid lane. Bottom lane is being pushed, however. sending the Lion to deal with that, probably not going to be the best idea in the world. But hey, they could just keep going for it. The Keeper of the Light, though, will defend the high ground as Keeper of the Lights usually do. Poison damage will be applied. Teleportation down the bottom lane. Ush going to get impaled, and the burst from Koikfa with the Finger of Death. Goodbye, Anti-Mage. Rest in frickin' peace. You are so very dead. And they're going to clear off the rest of the creeps. They will hold on to their tier 1 tower. That is still not a tier 1 tower, not a single one, being taken by Team WWD. IX Mike going to try Shadow Blade. Will it work? Next level tactics. I've actually never seen a person use a Shadow Blade like this. And teleport. It works like that. That's amazing. What an item. Shadow Blade. Core on everyone. Because you could escape ganks. Huh? Invisibility. They'll never see it coming. So he lives that time. But Team WWD, they have to take a tower, whereas they have only one tower left to give, and Team Liquid will gladly take that one. W is around. However, without Koikva here, it's going to be a little bit difficult without Bulba there as well. I mean, Luna rather, could push decently by herself. We saw that on the bot lane for a long time, and wow, okay. Nature's Prophet getting the Wrath of Nature snipe on Lion. My apologies, guys. Again, gotta get that practice. Top lane tower now. Slow and steady push once again. Fluff gonna send his Satyr bodyguards up to the front lines. Let's send a tornado down there as well. This is all just a bluff, though. If WWD come in force here, they could easily clean up. I mean, BKB Luna is something to be scared of, but you have phase shift, you have stuff to summon to get in the way. The Illuminates are going to keep flying, and the creep wave will still actually stay alive. Do that mech. However, the aggro will get shifted. Let's see if Team WWD can take a fight here. Orb forward. Fluff going to get hit by that one, but I think he's going to be fine. Got to unleash the Hadoukens. There's the glaive bounce, and it actually almost killed the courier. Denial attempt won't happen, and last tier 2 tower of WWD goes down. Now is the real hard part for Liquid. The next objective that they have should be to go for Roshan. And you can see, Koikva making sure that no shenaniganry is going on in there. But going up the high ground against Keeper of the Light is always really, really hard. I would say the only thing harder than that is going up against high ground as a versus a Tinker. But yeah, every time you try to go up the high ground, you get blasted by an Illuminate, which by the time it gets to level 4, which should be level 4 by now, but it's not, it's level 3, is just going to annihilate the creep wave. And Puck is going to have a field day if he orbs in right now. There it is. No John. Does he have a Blink Dagger? He does have a Blink Dagger, and the Dire take down the Roshan. Where's the Aegis? They get the Aegis. No! No, they sniped it. Dire take the... Okay. Well, Dire get the golden experience, I guess, but the Aegis goes to Liquid. Sharing is caring, guys. Sharing is caring. Illuminate does a lot of damage. So, but I think Liquid, they're okay with that. Really, all they wanted was the Aegis to breach the high ground, and they got that, so. And if 7 gets popped, oh, Impale. 7 is as good as dead. Bulba is going to get in there with a stun, and 7, if they bring him down, they will be able to push this tower. However, it might be a little bit too messy. Liquid TC going to go on the front line with the Eclipse. IX might get burned down very, very quickly. It's double kill for TC, and now back straight to the tower. Fluff still has a mech up in 1 second. He'll be able to heal up TC, who also does have lifesteal, by the way, so he'll be able to heal up by himself. Blink forward from way 2 once again, using that Blink Dagger to perfection. More initiation, more fun. And now they're going to go for the melee racks. Bulba going to get in there. Manaborn and TC will not kill him off. Would not have killed him off either way because of that Eclipse, because of that Aegis. And by the way, there's the Aegis right now. Bulba still alive on the front lines. Koikva completely out of mana. But the Raxes are still alive. They should have been going for the range Raxes. Not really an extended fight that they could take. Koikva is out of mana, though he does have a lot of Bloodstone charges, so he's regaining it pretty quickly. Range Rax is now TC, going to start changing his focus. Another Illuminate going to fly through. Teleportation coming in. It's going to be the Puck once again. Does he have it? Or, doesn't have Coil? No, he doesn't. Bulba is going to get initiated upon, though. Dusted up. He's going to go down at least. And it looks like everyone else from Liquid is going to be alive. Oh, Way 2 going to try to go for Ush. It will not happen. He gets put in the bubble, backed up as well. Way 2 now on the way out. And by that, I mean he's going to be leaving in a body bag. Liquid, they breach the high ground. They don't get anything. They get the tower, which is something, but if they just focus their ranged racks, they should have been easily able to take that. But instead, the Dream Coil and the delay tactics from Team WWD, they managed to hold on. They managed to hold on, but holding on isn't really what you want to be doing in a game of Dota. You got to be taking the initiative. And they just need more on their Anti-Mage, who's now very close to his Yasha. Could he, you get his Yasha, he's close to his man style. I think he is a little bit off for his man style. He just needs a couple more creeps. So yeah, he can get the Yasha if he wants, but man style is going to be up on him. But at the same time, TC already does have a man style of his own. So Luna's going to match that 1-for-1. And Timbersaw picking up a Blink Dagger. Okay, mobility, mobility. More mobility, fewer problems. Fluff? Wow, really? Really? Fluff is going to pop the smoke. He's going to get jumped regardless, and he's going to go down. Is he going to go down? Yeah, he's going to go down.
Ain't looking good for the Dyers.
But really, that was pretty interesting. Now W going to get stuck in the chalk room. Net number 1, net number 2, and W is RIP dead. Gem on the floor once again. I don't think Liquid know about it. Oh, there they is. There they go. And Koikva going to spot out Ush, but that's not going to be it. And Way2 going to find a Hex onto IX Mike. Is the Chain Stun good enough? There's the Impale. There is no detection here, so I guess everyone gets to walk away, but maybe not, because here comes the puck. Doesn't have a coil, but he's going to catch Way2 regardless. TC is there with an Eclipse, and, well, it doesn't matter, because he does a lot of damage, and the Treants are also going to die. So he still has the Eclipse, gets a 1-for-0 trade, and, wow, Anti-Mage killing off the Timbersaw by himself. That Mana Void does a ton of damage against Bloodstone users, especially when they're tapped out of mana. Did he even use that? I think he did. There's no other way Anti-Mage could have gotten that kill without the use of Mana Void. Bulba in the meantime was pushing that out. Has a Dark Troll Summoner posse right behind him. Everything's being spotted out though by Liquid. They need some vision of the high ground. Where's that gem? Is it Bulba? Yeah, Bulba has the gem. But they're completely spotted out, and I don't think they know this quite yet. But they're going to go for the mid lane. They're going to go for the top lane. Might as well try to split the Keeper of the Light's focus every which way. I guess that's not a terrible way to do it. Oh, there's another Illuminate, and we'll see if Liquid can breach this range racks. I think going for the melee racks at this point is just foolish. You're not going to be able to get it. Oh, maybe you will with the Nature Prof down, but yeah, definitely the range racks is going to be the easier target to take. And that is going to be killed off. Denial attempts by Shadow Demon, though that was pretty cute. Blinding Light from Bulba, gonna pop the BKB, gonna go straight for 7. He's gonna get nuked down in an instant. Blink forward from everyone. 2-man Impale gonna catch W as well as the puck. W on his way out, and he's gonna bubble himself. He will be fine, at least for now. Bulba will dodge the Sprout because of that BKB, and the Raxes have gone down. Coil only onto Bulba. SNA going to get hit by a Dragon Tail, blown up. Look at all those effects. His puck just disappears from the screen. On the bottom side, we do have Anti-Mage doing the split pushing goodness. He's gonna take one tier 3 tower, possibly, along with IX Mike. Here comes Koikva, though. Will burn through the entirety of this creep wave, and Way2 going to get in there as well with a Finger of Death. Goodbye, Ush. Now IX Mike on his way out, and he should be fine. A blink forward to a... No, he's going to be fine. Here comes the Chalk Room finally. I think Koikva called that one back like a million years ago. IX Mike. Oh, it's going to be close. He lives. Teleport out, and he really lives. In the meantime, top side, Bulba, Fluff, and TC taking down the rest of the Raxes. Melee Raxes are very easy to take down when there's no Keeper of the Light constantly throwing light in your face. And that's going to be 2 lanes of Raxes. Everyone now from Liquid going to heal up, rejoin the fight down the bottom lane. And WWD putting their hopes and dreams into this Anti-Mage. Not enough mid-game to really back it up. Keeper of the Light doing his best to defend against these creeps, but really, a level 3 Illuminate, I don't even think fully charged kills off these melee creeps. Yeah, it doesn't. Wait, how much damage? It doesn't. You need that additional level, and yeah, even then you need a little more follow-up. So going for the Mana League, I guess, is a good idea when you have an Anti-Mage on your team. You could capitalize on that lack of, on that, minus mana synergy, especially when the other end has a Timbersaw. But at the same time, you kind of need to defend your base. I would recommend defending your base. My professional recommendation. So they're just going to wait for the rest of everyone to rejoin this fight. TC might pick up a Butterfly on his way there. Why not? Does he have a Quarterstaff? Oh, yeah, he does. It's going to be a Butterfly push. And WWD couldn't defend without the Butterfly and Luna. When you do have a Butterfly and Luna, oh dear, it gets real messy real quick. Also, everyone and their mom has a Blink Dagger. Chen has a Blink Dagger. He blinked forward to nuke the Keeper of the Light. Hell, sometimes you just got to get a Blink Dagger on everyone. Still waiting for them TC, though. What the hell, TC? Bulba could also use it, but it looks like it's going to be a Divine Rapier for him. Not even kidding. I think they know that they've won pretty much 100%, so they're going to go for Divine Rapier. Now Ush, hit with the beam, and Dragon Tail. No, Blink Hex. Ush is going to go into a body bag. He's going to get tried to bail out by a coil. Bubble is there as well. Can they nuke him down accurately? He'll be able to blink out. There's the Eclipse, though, from TC. Blink forward from Koikfa. Going to bowl the Keeper of the Light over. W taking a lot of beams in the face. He's going to go down as well. Koikfa is going to get a double kill out of that one. SNA going to try to orb his way out. He's going to go straight into Fluff as well as Way 2. He'll blink his way down and TP. He will not make it. It's another kill for Koikfa. Double kill, and everyone is going to die. GG has been called, guys. And apparently it was a best of 3, I think. I don't know if it was a best of 3. There might be another game. Might be best of 5 for some reason. Odds are it's a best of 3. But that's going to be it. Liquid, in dominating fashion, go over Team WWD once again with pretty much the same exact lineup. I mean, you know, same strategy, different heroes. But either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you are on the Twitch stream, be sure to hit that follow button if you enjoyed it. And if you are on the VODs, then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's going to be it, guys. We're going to be seeing if there's any more games, although I probably just will call it for now. I don't know how I feel about casting more. But I hope you guys enjoy it. GG.
GG!